Alright everyone, finally I have my official second episode of this channel, a look into this massive book. But before we get right into it, just some quick context for anyone who might be wondering why this is the second episode when it's already the third video on this channel. I actually intended for this to be published last May when the book was first released, but a combo of medical emergencies for people at home and for myself kept me away from recording anything for so long to the point that I thought this channel would be a one video pit stop and adios amigos. Fast forward more than 12 months later, a few kind souls have signed up as subscribers and it feels like there's some light in this tunnel again. So thank you everyone who's coming back to this channel and a warm welcome to anyone new here. So on to the book itself. I'm reviewing it because 1. I'm a childhood fan of the action figures from Masters of the Universe or MOTU, and 2. It's a passion project driven by Pixel Dan, who needs no introduction in the online toy collecting community. But just to be clear, I'm not getting any benefits from giving this book additional publicity. Now, if you're a MOTU or Princess of Power fan like me, you probably know or already have this book. But just in case you're still wondering whether to buy this, here's a look at all the categories of MOTU and POP toys covered. And it's actually pretty comprehensive up until just before COVID broke out. So the Origins, Masterverse, Netflix CGI, and other toy lines that grew in the last few years, such as Mondo and Mega Construx, are not covered here in this book, but that leaves room for more cool books, like this one, to join your library later on. If you're not a MOTU fan or only know about MOTU in bits and pieces, this book is a strong resource not just in terms of the toys, but understanding the history, the thinking, and the effort that many people have put into the business of making MOTU products in the last 40 years, with insightful interviews sprinkled in between the various chapters. The writing and the layout itself lets a few errors slip through now and then, but more than makes up for it with the orthographic photos of every figure and its packaging contents. I know of at least one person who found this book a treasure trove of information after coming into possession of a massive MOTU collection, but didn't know who came with what accessories and how to price the figures to maximize the sales returns. The only missing supplement that would have made this book even more awesome would have been a compilation of downloadable videos that demonstrated the action features on the vintage toys, as well as the original toy commercials from Mattel. Oh well, but one can hope. Meanwhile, you can find the book specs online, but here's a quick summary and skill comparison to help you in planning shelf space. Approximately 12 inches tall, 9 inches wide, and 2 inches thick, or 31 by 24 by 4 centimeters for those of us who use the other metric system. It's a hardcover beauty with 752 pages of content and color coding on the edge of the pages to help you thumb to your favorite sections faster, especially helpful when considering that the book weighs almost 7 pounds or 3 kilograms. Here's the book beside a PlayStation 5 or the Plaion Pictures Blu-ray box set, and some MOTU figures for size comparison. All in all, this book is an amazing effort, especially considering that it's spearheaded by someone who's known more for his YouTube reviews of action figures rather than book publishing efforts. The time and effort taken by Pixel Dan and his book team to research, source, and photograph every single figure is simply monumental, and it is this spirit of adventure in taking on new challenges and perspectives that my channel hopes to celebrate. Going forward, you might see more action figure reviews on this channel, although not necessarily as focused on MOTU figures, since there are many more seasoned reviewers covering them already, but I'll be looking to showcase more cool stuff that might turn your head for a second take. Thanks again so much for watching, and please hit the like and the bell if you wish to see more, and have a wonderful day or evening ahead wherever you are.